Amazing. Alan.
Hello.
Welcome to the WK Burnout Studio. I'm Christina.
And I'm Dustin.
And Alan behind the scenes, keeping us on our toes.
In line.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have been talking.
Let's call this a series. This is our discount series.
Yeah.
Part 3 of the WK discount series.
Did you say 3?
I said 3, but I said it funny. 3. Part 3. It's okay. Part 3 of our discount series about discounts that you can get just for being who you are.
Absolutely. And today we are going to talk about the appreciation discount
for first responders.
First responders and healthcare professionals. Yes.
It's kind of been over the past few years, 2 separate discount programs that have been confused so many times, even by us. This is by far the most confusing of General Motors.
A little different.
Qualification discount programs. But the way we can lay it out, I think it'll make a little bit better sense.
Yes.
So first and foremost, the website containing the information on this is GM First Responder Appreciation.com.
You are so, because I'm like, I don't remember. I need to look. It
is GM First Responder Appreciation.com.
Yes.
But that also is the same site for the healthcare professional discount.
Correct.
There are a lot of different job roles that can qualify you for the healthcare professional discount.
Right.
We're talking about everything from doctors to dentists to hospital employees to
registered dietitian,
physical therapists,
chiropractor,
phlebotomist. Thank you. Got that right. Phlebotomist.
Which I applied to be a phlebotomist.
I still just can't believe that. I mean, I know you could do it, Christina. It seems like the whole blood thing would be thing.
I could draw blood. I cannot clean out a refrigerator. Weird.
Okay.
I know.
All right. Well, we got that figured out. Thank goodness.
Listen to Alan back there being so mean.
Oh, he's so ornery.
He's ornery.
Anywho's, kind of laying these programs out as we have
previous.
The first responder is definitively a paramedic,
yes,
EMT,
yes,
police,
yep,
fire, state trooper, sheriff deputy, correctional officer,
yep,
911 dispatcher.
Correct. And
what I miss?
State trooper.
Oh yeah.
And federal
police.
Yes.
Yeah. FBI agents.
Yeah.
Burt Macklin, FBI.
If they are, well, I guess FBI they can tell you, but CIA, some of them, they're kind of incognito. So sorry, you may not get your $500.
I've only seen them on TV.
Yeah. Guess hopefully we don't ever have to find out.
Right. So it's a very definitive list for first responders.
Yes. And before we move forward, the firefighter discount, you qualify whether you are a paid firefighter or a volunteer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
So as long as you can prove it in the ID.me system.
Correct.
ID.me is used for military verification for pretty much a lot of different industries that want to give discounts for certain, careers or professions.
Yes.
They use this rather than saying, well, bring in your ID badge. Well, that's kind of got a little, want an ID badge? I can get you an ID badge. We could do.
Here we go.
Right.
Sorry, CIA. I guess they're going to get you.
I can get you an ID badge for wherever. You want to work at the White House? Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you use the ID.me system.
Yes.
And submit whatever it requires on there for you to obtain your authorization.
Correct.
Now, that is on first responder. On healthcare professional, you'll still go in to the first responder website.
Correct.
And register there. And then you can go through the qualifying documents to submit for whatever your profession as a healthcare professional is.
Right.
Like we said, that's a long list also, but it's kind of separate from the first responder list. Now, here's the caveat. I think it's a caveat, honestly. Healthcare professional discount is just on Chevrolets.
Yes.
And it has kind of an end date on it. They put an end date at January
2024. Yes.
And I don't, the reasoning behind that, I mean, that's a pretty long ways off, but
and that can change.
That stuff,
yes,
all can change at a moment's notice. We've had this program in and of itself used to be separate. Now it's kind of combined, but it still has separate qualifiers. But you cannot get a discount as a doctor on a GMC or Buick.
Right.
Okay, you can just get that on Chevy, and that's only for the remainder of this year.
Right.
So there's some specifics that we really wanted to iron out for people, and that's probably one of the most important ones. Is healthcare professional is only for Chevy,
yes,
not GMC or Buick.
Yes,
and yeah, it's the qualifiers are just a little different, but you still go to the same website, GM First Responder Appreciation.com, to do the ID Me and get that stuff put through.
Yep. And it's not, if you've watched any of the previous series, of the appreciation programs that General Motors has, the ID Me is not hard. You've probably, if you've applied for discounts anywhere else as a healthcare professional or first responder, you may already have an account with them. You just need to, select that you would like a authorization code from General Motors.
Yep.
So then it will forward it on to you. If you have not, we can help with that.
Yeah, we're on standby to help with stuff like this, whether just submitting your documents or just helping you figure out, the ins and outs of the program.
Yeah.
But, like Christina said, it's a pretty easy process to get done. And it's worth the effort for a little bit of discount, but it's also nice to have a little bit of guidance so you don't come in expecting it to go to a certain way, because the advertising for what it is, first responder versus healthcare professional, is a little foggy.
Yeah. Well, and just a little bit of a backstory is during COVID.
Yeah,
yes.
It's pretty much COVID.
I would just, COVID added the healthcare professionals on, because prior to that, it was, the first responder discount. And then when COVID happened, it was kind of a, hey, doctors, pharmacists, they're on the front line too,
Dentists,
so,
they're all up in there,
So it added, put it on there and put it as separate for a while. And it is something that, like you said, it's definitely been an
evolving program.
Yes.
But here's where we are now as of 2023.
Yes.
In addition, this is kind of like the other programs in that you can sponsor your spouse.
Yes.
And only your spouse, not your nephew, not your child.
Right.
Just your spouse. Sponsor means you don't have to be on the title or the purchase order for the vehicle. You don't have to be on the loan, right? You are giving them that additional discount by going to the ID Me portal and getting your authorization number. In that process, it will have you select self or spouse.
Yep.
You select spouse. It asks for what their birthday and zip code. Don't get that wrong. And her spouse, you should know that stuff, right?
Yeah. Do not get that wrong.
Don't get that wrong, because if it doesn't match up, then you don't get your $500.
Right.
So, but you can sponsor them, and then they can be the only one on the title. If for some reason you don't want to be on there, or you're on other stuff,
correct,
that's fine. You can sponsor them, just your spouse, though.
Yes. And your authorization code or your sponsored spouse's authorization code is good for 90 days.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration if you are just kind of in the market, just kind of started, and you're like, oh, I wonder if this vehicle, qualifies. You don't have to get your authorization code to see if a vehicle qualifies.
Yeah, you can just look at it and then be like, okay, I get $500 on this one. Well, this is what I want. Let's see. And you might have to order it, which is fine.
You can use use your discount on there.
Hopefully it would be here before 90 days, but you don't want to, burn your discount before you've even left the house for the first time to look at stuff.
Yeah.
So because once you've got the profile set up, it's really easy to go in and get your authorization number when the time comes.
Yep.
So.
And you can use 2 a year.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yep.
We talked about scenarios where you would want to do that. Say you buy a vehicle for yourself, use your discount, and then you've got your spouse is going to buy a vehicle with your daughter on the note as well to help build some credit and yada yada yada. Then
Yep.
You've sponsored her. There, you've used your 2 for the year.
Yep.
That's why they make it, just 2.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get a discount. You get a discount.
Everybody
Is that
gets a discount.
Oprah?
Yeah.
That just.
You get a discount. You get a discount.
But so there are some, obviously some terms and conditions, on there, but it is there. It is available.
Mhm.
And, yes, it is our job to really dig and ask, to make sure that we find out what programs you may qualify for, discounts you may qualify for, because nothing more frustrating than
Missing
signing
out
the
on money.
paperwork and then, a couple months go by and you're like, hey, why didn't I get this discount? And tough phone call, if you make that phone call. So,
Mhm.
I mean, $500 is $500.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So, that pretty much explains our first responder and healthcare professional program through General Motors. If you have any questions, please reach out to us or go to that website. I know Alan will link it below. It's a long website.
Mhm.
So, so anyways, we truly appreciate all of the support. And if you have a friend, that is in the healthcare industry or first responder, share this with them. Let them know. You never know if they're in the market for a vehicle. And if you can save them $500, they may take you to lunch or dinner. Maybe.
Both great things.
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah. Don't put that on me, though. I mean, they may not. But anyways, we truly appreciate your support, and we will cruise on by and pick you up next week. Thanks, guys.
This has been a WK Burnouts production.